Glumpuddle here on a very meaningful day for me, and I think Narnia fans everywhere would hope. Today is May 16th, 2007, which means there is officially exactly 1 year to go until the release of Prince Caspian, which is insane. I waited 4 years. It kind of hit me today for real how soon Prince Caspian is coming out. I waited 4 years for Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I mean, you could say it was my whole life, really. But 4 years after I knew the film was coming out, and now you're telling me there's 1 year to go until Prince Caspian. It's crazy, you know? And then 2 years and we'll have Dawn Treader. I mean, you're just kind of used to living, every week or so something interesting comes out that you can talk about. I mean, it's going to be pure craziness after Prince Caspian comes out. I mean, you're assuming they're going to be filming these as quickly as they can. Silverchair, I don't know if it'll be a year after Dawn Treader, but probably, it might be. And so, gosh, crazy. 1 year to go until Prince Caspian, and I am just stoked. I am ready to see this movie. But a year more hype, and we'll be there 1 year from today. I'm sure I'll go to a midnight showing. I did last time. I'm sure that'll be fun. But, by the way, there actually is some news. Couple little stories. First off is that Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is going to be released on Blu-ray disc. I don't know on a Blu-ray disc player, but from the looks of this report, there's never been a better time to buy one. I'll have to find a way to rent one or something. Apparently there's going to be features exclusive to the Blu-ray disc release, which drives me crazy. I have to find a way to get a Blu-ray disc player. That's going to drive me crazy. So, not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'll figure something out, though. Don't you worry. But, and then the most interesting bit of news by far, a casting call for Voyage of the Dawn Treader. So casting is actually, gosh, it's crazy. There's so much going on. Casting call for Voyage of the Dawn Treader. And it has a little synopsis, I guess you could call it, of the film. It looks very accurate to the book, except for a couple little nitpicky things, which some people in the forum have pointed out. It says they have encounters, plural, with sea serpents, plural. In the book, they have one encounter with one sea serpent. Now, it's dangerous to read into these things too much, but I do anyway, basically. This kind of thing may or may not be reflective of the film. I mean, who knows who wrote it, basically. But, but it looks largely accurate to the book. But I would expect them to do something with that sea serpent scene. Expand it, add something to it, move it around, split it up, add a couple more sea serpents. I hope they don't, or at least they don't go too far with it. But, yeah, so it wouldn't particularly surprise me. But, you can't really judge from this, it's, even if there is, truth in it, they're in very early stages. But, it's fun to consider the possibilities. With Dawn Treader, they're in pre-production, so we have nothing but our imagination. We have no clue what Michael Apted is cooking up. And so that's a very fun time for me. Let your imagination run wild. What could go wrong, what could go right. Another interesting bit here is an interview with Pier Francisco Favino, who's playing the Lord Glozelle. And he says that he had to train for 2 months to ride a horse. And there's no scene in the book where Glozelle rides a horse, but he's the guy who killed Miraz, in the book at least. And the first thing that came to mind when I thought about Glozelle riding a horse was him charging towards the old Narnians with a sword and walloping off Miraz's head. I don't know if they'll do that. That's just something that came to mind. In the book, he stabs him in the back, which I would think would be more PG. It'd be easy to make that PG friendly. I'm not sure how they would do or whatever it is. I just picture him riding past Miraz and killing him. So they've added, we already knew they added horses to the movie. We're not really sure where the Telmarines ride horses. That's pretty much all the, after so long of no news, we got bang, bang, bang. We got a couple interesting pieces of news, and as I read that Dawn Treader thing, man, my heart just soared. I think it just sounds really awesome for some reason. I know it's just a synopsis, and we don't really, it looks accurate to the book, and obviously I'm sure they made little changes, or maybe a couple big ones that's not mentioned in there. But I feel, we know so little, so this doesn't mean anything, but right now I just feel great about Dawn Treader. I think it's the best book. I think it could be a great film, and I feel good about Michael Apted now. And so I find myself kind of, even though it's 1 year to go until Prince Caspian, I do kind of find myself looking ahead to Dawn Treader because I can't wait. But I'm trying to stay focused on Prince Caspian right now. I can't believe, I'm sure that I would expect a trailer for Prince Caspian with the Christmas film, which is, I can't believe that. 5, 6, 7 months we'll actually have a trailer. I'm just so used to going through these long periods of time where you just kind of sit around and use your imagination and talk about, well, what are they doing with our beloved books, you know. But it's amazing to believe we'll actually have footage, and we'll be like, you know, screen caps to stare at for hours and dissect. You know, I mean, it's just, man, I hope they get these books right. Feel great about Don Treader, not so good about Prince Caspian. We'll see what they do. But 1 year to go, and we'll have all the questions answered, and we'll see what they've done with the second Chronicle of Narnia. It's not the fourth. I don't care what anyone says. But I'll have to do a blog on that sometime. How I'm strongly pro publication order. But so wow, 1 year to go, several months till the trailer. They're gonna stop shooting in a couple months. Don Treader in 2 years. I mean, all hell is about to break loose. Just insanity right here. And so I am ready to go. Let's do it again. Please don't ruin it, Andrew.